TCIG X Spaces Highlights, March 2025.
Welcome to X Spaces for TC Investment Group, or TCIG. I'm Anthony Crave, your host and founder of TCIG. Once you find and understand crypto, you don't go back. It's a one-way street to economic freedom. This is my passion, and I'm dedicated to helping other people understand the eternal benefits of tokenization. If you've been following along with us on our socials up until this point, we truly appreciate the support and look forward to helping you experience the enlightenment of crypto. I will go over just our vision, mission, and company values. Our vision is to simplify the process of owning digital property on blockchain so we can all move towards a world of economic and financial freedom. Our mission statement is educating on transparent self-custody of digital assets, how to store them securely, and how to use them correctly and efficiently, all in an effort to drive adoption. Our company values are equality, leveling the playing field, freedom from a broken system, and prosperity, where we can all be successful.
Yeah, so hackathons are basically tournaments where teams come in, they create a Web3 project, also known as a protocol, and then present it, and in hopes of getting either prize funding. It's a great way to market your product and also connect with people that are there that are looking for projects to their support or build with. So oftentimes it'll be a single blockchain hosting it. This one was unique in the fact that 13 different blockchains are kind of hosting it. But it's basically a way for teams to be able to quickly go to market, secure funding, and network their projects. So it's really just kind of a competition for projects to get attention, money, and grow.
Going back to the intro slideshow, covers blockchain, cryptocurrency. It goes over cryptocurrency wallets, hot wallets, cold wallets, custodial, non-custodial wallets, some of the security measures behind it, what gas fees are. It goes into stablecoins and smart contracts, where they originated from, why Ethereum is so important for smart contracts, etc., NFTs and mining. And then it also covers some about staking and the different use cases. That's kind of like a little bit of an overview of what our intro slideshow is. It's 8 slides, and then it gives you a link to the Bitcoin white paper if you have an interest in reading about it, and then a link to the God Bless Bitcoin documentary. So that is our intro slideshow, and then our CAC slideshow basically goes over what our solution is at TCIG, a streamlined approach to crypto management. So we lead with effortless payments. Coinbase is number 1. So this is also pretty short, has 5 slides, bullet points on why the 3 foundational pillars of TCIG are what they are: Coinbase, Arculus, and CoinTracker. We have obviously the website link, we have their LinkedIn links. We also have the documentary link for Coinbase, an Arculus slide deck that explains more behind Arculus and what they bring to the industry with Compo Secure, a cybersecurity document with Arculus. The overview of the intro and CAC slideshows. If you'd like more information, please let me know. Most of the people out there, even people in the industry, their time outlooks are way too long and their price predictions are so low. If there's people who are out there who have been in the industry at least more than 5 years, people can understand that something we haven't seen before is coming and something we won't see again is coming. Take a look at, the 2010, 2011, 2012 era. From my understanding and my research, it's gonna look something like that, but a little different. And if you study any of the spiral charts that are out there, there's only 9 years until 0.99, and there's only one first generational halving. So do with that as you please. We've seen 4 halvings, there's 32. The first for this week is World Liberty Financial, launched their stablecoin, USD1. Their largest holdings are Ethereum. The majority of stablecoins are issued on Ethereum. Solana also launched their first stablecoin, SUSD. Lots of news coming out from Solana in the past few weeks. And we'll see a lot more. Ethereum, Solana, they are our powerhouses for RWAs. The first bank stablecoin was issued, Custodia Bank, also on Ethereum. Fidelity, one of the largest asset managers below BlackRock. They manage, I think it's over 6 trillion in assets. They launched a stablecoin. The state of Wyoming is set to launch a stablecoin. And I think that was all for the stablecoins. Just for this week. Gamestop announced that they will add Bitcoin to their treasury. That is something that has been a story for a long time. GameStop, they just shocked everybody and then basically disappeared. And now they're back in the picture and they're adding Bitcoin to their treasury. So go figure. GameStop says they look to raise $1.3 billion to buy Bitcoin. The more people on board, the more game theory plays out. And this is just the beginning. 4 US states are 1 vote away from establishing their strategic Bitcoin reserve. That is also game theory playing out, is that you definitely want to be in front of this and not behind it, because you will be left behind and then you'll be playing catch up forever. Jan 3 and Sam Samao, he was saying how they do have a site that tracks media, basically just tracking media that says Bitcoin is dead. And he does say that it is decreasing. It's amazing that it's taken this long to get to that point, but it is decreasing. And Sam Samao even said that it's quite ridiculous that any media outlets would be saying that Bitcoin is dead, because it's not, it won't be, it's still here. 16 years later, it's still here. And man, this industry is thriving, striving, bigger, farther, faster, stronger than anything on the planet. It's being wrapped up in this industry. It's at lightning speed. No pun intended. It's seriously like you spend 2, 3, 4, 6 months in this industry. It's like flying by. Crypto real estate accepts Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, USDT. I imagine they'll accept quite a few others in time. Propy is at the forefront of minting property deeds. Post was about an Arizona couple who had their home sold without their permission by squatters. So this is kind of what Propy is, blockchain in general is trying to squash. There's a lot of fraud out there, and minting it on the blockchain is immutable, can be traded 24/7, 365, bringing property rights on chain. I previously worked for a company similar to Propy called Magnify Home, minting NFTs on Solana. Basically doing the same thing. You can go to Propy and just mint your property on chain. They already have 4 billion in real estate transactions. They have over 300,000 deeds minted on Propy keys. They also have Propy title. So I think it's three platforms in one so far. Yeah, so this is another one I want to share that the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, is exploring the use of blockchain. Go figure again. It's taken this long to even get them to consider it. When I was with Magnify Home, I was in contact with a lot of people from HUD trying to get them to just have a conversation. There was no response. So now everything's coming back around. HUD's looking into stablecoins and blockchain for housing. The government is catching up to what we've known all along. Blockchain is the solution. So this is a thing we will definitely see more of. But Propy is at the forefront. They have hosted the first ever crypto and real estate class for agents, or course, I should say. When I created the real estate organization in my last year of college, I was going to get licensed. I ended up not because I had so much going on. My views have really changed on real estate. We'll venture down the path of connecting the two, which I have been trying to do. But the vision has been focused on TC Investment Group and just trying to get people involved with self-custody. So it's fairly simple to mint your address on chain. When you think about it, it's just about recording data in the best way possible. That's immutable and transferable and indestructible. The biggest thing when I was at Magnify Home was just trying to get people to understand about natural disaster. Think about all the information or the data that gets wiped out on paper or even on computers that have this data that is not stored on a global standard, that all these disasters that come through just wipe it out. And then who has that record? People may have that record or may have the funds or the means to get that data back, but there's a lot of stuff out there that gets lost. And if you have it on a global blockchain network, that doesn't happen. Next one I'm going to move into is SheFi. They're going on their 14th season, and they basically help women and non-binary individuals learn about Web3. It's an 8-week course that you take, and their season 14 is scheduled for summer of 2025. I try to share as much as I can of their stuff. They have their season 14 application here. This kind of goes into what I'm going to talk about with VivoKey, NFC technology into chipped nails. This is already happening. There's so many different products out there, but this was brought to my attention from someone who actually was part of SheFi's season 13. SheFi was just at ETH Denver back in February. They're very close in partnership with Cello and Arbitrum. They're all about empowerment and helping women in the field learn about Web3 and just get involved. Anyone can do this. It's just putting the time and the effort to understanding it. It really opens your eyes to the possibilities that are out there. I can't say enough about SheFi, VivoKey Technologies, but as far as like a great resources, just go to VivoKey.com and just learn about some of these different products that are out there. They have a Flex subdermal key. They have what's called a Spark 2 injectable cylinder, which also has NFC technology and cryptographic information. They have a smart ring, which is also like Tangem. Tangem is like the competitor of Arculus. They also have a 3-card system, but they also have the world's first smart ring. They also have a Cybertruck smart bracelet, and then they also have a Tesla key card. The VivoKey Apex gives you access to doors and your Tesla. So you can go keyless with your Tesla and get this Tesla key card implanted in your hand with this biohacking and open up your Tesla without a key. And I guess drive your Tesla without a key. So it has NFC data sharing, cryptographic authenticity. Once you get people over the hump of just understanding the different ways to self-custody, there are so many options. Whether it is like a MetaMask wallet on an extension browser or a cold storage wallet with a physical piece that you have, there are so many out there. And so TCIG is just trying to streamline the process. A lot of my research is behind cold storage and just seeing the evolution. You can check us out for more information on our site at tcig.info, our LinkedIn at TC Investment Group, and of course the X, which we're on now, TCIG LLC 1. Hop on the train and get on chain. Let's cut out all the noise and build together.